Hello everyone, welcome back to another wonderful episode of Minecraft. Today we have some special things in mind to do. I'm excited. So I actually haven't done anything since the last episode. I was going to... just kind of ran out of time. You know how that goes. Okay, you... make a baby. Hey, over here. Hey, there you go. Trying to get our sheep population out. We're going to be needing some lots of wool. Not some wool, lots of wool. Here very shortly. And by very shortly, I mean it's actually going to be a little while. We got this neighborhood to do mining neighborhood, right? So we kind of cut out this road here. That's time. Today, might work on this a little bit, but we got plans for today. I actually have been doing work, just not in this world. I've been doing some plans. That sort of thing. Too much stuff. I don't want to loot this chest. Time to make a new chest. This is like the worst part of starting a new place, is like when you have too much stuff before you get to the point where you can actually like build a storage space. It's like it's just a huge no iron ore. I need you. I don't need you, I don't need you, I don't need you, I don't need you. Well, stone, that's very nice to have. You belong in here as buckets. Okay. Now today we're actually gonna this we talked about this, right? Just a quick refresher. This neighborhood over here is where this is the house of the miner, going up right over here. Might put in a little bit of time on that today. I don't really know. I wanna get a feel for what this area is like that, because I want it to fit, you know? So today we're gonna start with some house building exercises. I need a crafting table. I should have come wood so that I can just do this. Have one with me. Awesome. So some of the cobble we have, which is might be, we put a ton of it in the machine. We're gonna need lots of cobblestairs today. Like we're gonna go through them like crazy. And a few slabs, just a few. Alright. Let's talk shop. So we're gonna go corner here, okay. Okay. Now let's talk shop. There. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Boom. Perfect. Alright, now I will show you exactly how this is going to go down. We're going to build a lot of these. I kind of been thinking about how I want to do this. And as, I mean, I'm still learning a lot about building and so forth. So for right now, the plan is we're going to come up with this one design, which I've already come up with. And we're just going to spam it in this area, right? And it's going to make it into a nice little neighborhood. Then you are the front door. And so we're just going to make a neighborhood out of this, and you know we'll detail a lot of the different houses recently and stuff. But I don't know if you guys watch any of the Minecraft people. I watch a lot of BWO, and he's been doing actually a lot of this recently because he's building a lot of big areas, you know. And so what happens to you when you get to doing that is that you will eventually discover that if you try to make every little thing unique, you'll get just worn out before you even get to the cool stuff. I just built this in creative, which is why it's going up so fast. I literally just finished working out exactly how I want it to go. So basically, this neighborhood is the mining neighborhood. And you might think, oh, these people are miners. They're probably rich. You know, they work for a mining company. I don't know. They just don't have big houses. Let's just leave it at that. This is sort of middle income. So they've got there's stone and all of that fun stuff, but it's not great. No, we need some spruce logs. I don't know if I have enough spruce logs in my crap. It's oak. I don't want oak. Just spruce. All the spruce logs in. Dang. Okay, well. Time to plant. I'll tell you that right now. And while we work, it is time for a rant. Because I am upset about something, and I need to express my frustration. And so you guys are the lucky ones that get to hear it. Now, do you have? I'm sure everyone has a pet peeve, right? Something that just grinds your gears so much that you just can't stand it, right? Well, if you don't know this about me, I'm an engineer. And as an engineer, I think that I have approximately 15 times more pet peeves than anyone else I know. And one of those is when people use, okay, it's broad, but it's pretty specific actually. When people use things like PSI incorrectly, and by incorrectly I mean when people think that when you are in a conversation with someone and it becomes apparent during the course of the conversation that they believe that PSI means the same thing as pounds. Let me give you an example. I was listening to the radio today on my way home from work, and the DJs on the radio were talking about Legos and about how apparently some scientists have done a study about why stepping on a Lego hurts so much. Oh, I forgot. You could start way faster than it actually starts. And the study found that the reason that stepping on Legos hurts so much is because Legos are very resilient. The plastic they're made from is very resilient. Now, if you're not familiar with material science, I should explain to you that when you measure metals, or when you measure anything as far as its strength goes, you don't measure how much weight it can hold. You measure how much weight it can hold relative to its size. So the strength of a material is described in PSI, which is pounds per square inch, by the way, rather than, I think it's definitely nighttime. I hear zombies. Rather than pounds, which is force. So basically it means you know what, I can do a visual aid right now. Let's do this. I'll show you. We're going to take a little break from building for in the interest of my rant. Oops. Hello. Okay. Now, let's see, good. We have some slabs. I'm going to explain it like this. So here we have a 9 by 9 area, right? And over here we have a 1 by 1 area, right? 1 wide, 1 long, 3 wide, 3 long, right? Okay. I need a bucket. Oh, there's no water around here though. I'll explain this with cobblestone. Let's pretend, for the sake of this illustration, and actually, we're going to have a 1 by 2 area right here. Let's pretend that, for the sake of this illustration, that cobblestone has weight, right? Like gravity is real in Minecraft and all that stuff, which we all know is not true because, yeah. But let's assume that there's weight in Minecraft, right? So we have this pit here, this little container, and we have this little container. And I want to put a cobblestone in each of these, right? Now what's happening here? Well, let's assume that the cobblestone will spread out to fill the entire space it's in. So this is the same amount of cobblestone, right? This is half of a cobblestone over 2 blocks. So it's 1 cobble. So the weight is going to be the same, right? This weighs exactly the same as this, right? So the downward force is the same. Let's say a block of cobblestone weighs 1 kilonewton. It's going to be more than that, or 1,000 pounds. Let's say it weighs 1,000 pounds. It's going to be less than that. Doesn't matter. Weighs 1,000 pounds, right? So these slabs each weigh 500 pounds. So this is 1,000, right? And it's pushing down on this 1 block. This is 2,000, right? They weigh the same. Are they exerting the same pressure on the ground? No, because this, as we all know, Minecraft squares are square meters because the game was not created by an American, therefore they use the metric system. So this is a square meter, right? So here we have let's go back to our kilonewton. 1 kilonewton per square meter, right? Here we have 1 kilonewton per 2 square meters, or 0.5 kilonewtons per square meter, right? Does that make sense? Everybody follow? So while these two weigh the same, the pressure is not the same. I'm sorry, I'm getting into a math lesson. You probably know this. But anyway, that's the illustration. My rant began, and you'll find that my rants tend to go off topic. My rant began, I was listening to the radio, and they were talking about why Legos hurt so much and how strong they are, and they were saying that it takes a huge amount of force to break the Lego, which means that the yield strength is high, which means that it doesn't actually take that much force. Well, it can. The force is dependent on the area. It's the pressure. So they listed it. I don't remember what it was, but the maximum, pressure that the Lego could withstand, which is all well and good. And then they said something along the lines of, that's about 30 times the weight of an average adult. And I'm, listening to the radio in my car, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, that's baloney. That statement is meaningless because you're not given a cross-sectional area for the Lego. Like you're comparing apples to oranges there. That's like saying that I don't even know what that's like saying. That just doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. That's like saying that a gallon of water is approximately the length of your arm. Like, it just doesn't. It doesn't make any sense because you don't know anything about it, and the units are not the same. So anyway, they went on for a while about that, and I eventually just turned off the radio because I was getting so mad. And that is why you should never become an engineer, because little things like that will bug you for the rest of your life. So that's my rant today. Sorry it was choppy and not very well delivered. Okay, so what we're doing here is I want these houses to feel like they belong in a mining town. The way that we are going to achieve that by making them primarily out of cobble. I experimented a little bit with stone brick. One thing that makes me sad about this texture pack, and again, I've been watching a lot of BWO, so this is standing out to me more. one thing that I really like to be able to do, and I think this texture pack looks so much better. Like, it just does. It adds so much to the game. One thing that I really like to be able to do in Minecraft is to combine. There are so many gray blocks in Minecraft, right? And it's great because you can get these different textures, you can get this detail and not lose the color, and it doesn't clash. You know, as long as you're using all the same color, it's still going to look decent. But in John Smith Legacy, we have different shades. We have this pinkish stone brick, which is great. I love it, but it really doesn't look very good with cobble. It looks okay. It doesn't look awful, but it doesn't look very good. It's not the best. So that's why this is all cobble. I think this is right. True to how I want to. Yeah, so just a little shack here. Oh wait, we were actually thinking about how I decided to do it. There was some discussion of this business, which I think adds something. Yeah, it adds a bit. It's kind of odd because you're implying that you're building, you know, stone on top of wood, which I guess is a little bit weird, but whatever. It's Minecraft. There's no gravity. The pressure exerted by the stone on the wood is put away. The stone stays. Yeah. So it does make sense. That's how physics works. Yeah, you know, I really like this. Now, this is a temporary measure until we get some glowstone up. Oops. Hello. Oh, I'm starving to death. Hello. Ooh, nice. It's very nice. So I just want to let you know that I'm cooking up a nice surprise for you guys. I've had an idea for a while that I'm very excited about doing. It's a series. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. But I will tell you that the plan right now, at least, is for the series to begin. Well, by which I mean I'm probably going to start recording it after I finish this, but I'll put up the first video Wednesday night. And try to maintain a backlog for it, just so I can put up more than one video a week without like feeling like I have to do a bunch of stuff, you know, during the week. Because that gets me burned out. Because work, you know, some nights I feel like it, some nights I don't. I'm just so tired. Like this week I didn't play Minecraft really at all. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to spam some places here. And then we're going to talk about where we're putting these. Yeah. You know what though? I mean, we should really do this road. We really should. There's no reason not to. Okay, well, I'm going to do some off-camera work. And I'll be back here and talk about. Okay, let's see what we've done. I've done. I haven't built much, but I've laid it out. I just kind of spammed the footprint, I guess you could say. So here's the one that we built. This is what we have. So we're going to put them through here along this road. I haven't done the stone brick yet, but I've done the stone slabs. Up here, we'll probably actually have a little path going back here, maybe a couple back here, maybe a tower or something. I don't know. Potentially even a cobblestone shop, like up on the hill here. Yeah, that'd be cool. We can do that. In fact, I'm gonna make a sign. But yeah, so it's going well. I just want to kind of finish. Just kind of finish out the episode with you guys with a build, because we haven't done that much building today, and this is a building show series, whatever you want. So we will address that. Cobblestone shop. Shoot. What is a shoot shop? So yeah, this is gonna turn out really well, I think. You can kind of start to see how it's gonna take shape. It's gonna look really good. I'm excited. Don't worry about this. I'm trying to get grass to grow on here, so don't worry about it. I'll explain it when I do it. I'll explain it now. For this corner, since we have the smart grass on, I want there to be grass like here when I cover this up with stair and stuff. So I gotta let the grass grow down here, because when you put stairs aren't solid, so when you put a stair over grass, it doesn't destroy the grass. Well, that's not grass, but yeah, just like fences. Like, see how this fence is on grass? You can do that. It doesn't destroy the grass when you do those stairs, like it does with solid fences. And then we got some houses up here. I don't know if we'll put one close to the house of the miner or not. But that's kind of what we're gonna be doing for the next. I mean, we're gonna be in this area for a bit on it. I've got ideas for other areas, but like this is the first area, and I'd like to make some good progress on it. And yeah, I like this idea of just like picking a house and just spamming it, because let me show you. Like if that were the case, like over there, you wouldn't be able to really tell that they were all identical. It would just look cool. You know what I mean? Like you just see the shapes and stuff, and that's what's important. It's the detail. And now, I mean, I'm staggering these and stuff, and I'm doing a little changes. One thing I changed is I'm putting wood up the middle now instead of on the sides. I think that'll be better. It'll just look better, I think. Now this is gonna be a special one. I thought it'd be fun to do something special for the corner here. So we're actually gonna build a 2-story house, same style, and we're gonna kind of use this as a teaching moment, if you will. We're going to talk about like translating styles or translating something like this to bigger, smaller, whatever. So basically, up until this point, it's all pretty much the same, right? And I just thought, I was doing this and I was like, kind of want to build something cool in the corner here. And I was like, let's do a 2-story one. That would actually work pretty well, I think. So it doesn't, but I think it will. So like up until this point, it's exactly the same. Like this is basically the house that we want to build, minus this corner piece here, which I'm not gonna put in because these are gonna go all the way up, and minus the very top. But this is the same. Like this is the house, and it has 2 doors because I couldn't decide which door to do. May I leave it like that? May I make one a window? I don't know. It doesn't matter at this point. That's a detail, very detailed thing. And right now we're just trying to get it up. So what level is the floor going to be at? Well, it's going to be at this level. Possibly actually one higher. Some shrubs. That'll actually come in early. Okay, now what we gotta do, a little bit of this action. So what I'm gonna do, I want to maintain this detail in the way that it comes in a little bit right here, and the way that the logs stick out from that. But then it needs to go back out, because we're basically gonna build it again, if that makes sense. that. I don't know, this may look awful. That's why we're doing it. We won't know until we try, right? Here. Somewhere there's got to be a ladder coming up. Not worried about it right now. So now what we're actually going to do is we're just going to do the same thing again. I don't know, stairs. Well, we'll add that one in. About to be out of cobblestone stairs too. We're just building exactly what we had on the ground. Yeah, and that's how it's gonna be. So we'll finish maybe. Boink. Let's just like get in for right now. So now stairs go like so. Okay. And this is what I'm talking about. You can it's fine to have the pattern of the same rooftops. Like it really is. That's gonna look okay. That's gonna look really good actually. It's completely fine to do that. You develop this pattern and then you break it up. And patterns look good. Patterns are relaxing for the eye to look at because you know what you're looking at. You know, it's a very common thing in a lot of types of art. The virtue of using patterns, right? So at this point, I'm gonna be out of walls too. That's taking fun. So I need to turn that. So this taller building is gonna break up the pattern when you look at it from a distance. Oh, it's gonna be really nice. So yeah. Let's see what else. As you play Minecraft, you get really good at jumping around like that. By jumping around like that, what I actually mean is you get really good at being lazy, not placing blocks. Get up. At least I do. Maybe that's just because I'm lazy. I like hate placing blocks and tearing them down, so I just kind of don't know how much stuff. Oh, man. Even more cobblestone stairs. Sorry, I'm thinking too hard to be talking and I gotta stop doing that. I'm trying so hard to learn to talk while I think. I'm just bad at it. I just tend to contemplate in silence while I'm recording. And I like look at my videos and it's like 15 minutes of me saying absolutely nothing. How do I do that? It's not good. It's not entertaining. And as much as I want to be educational and all that, like I also want to be entertaining, and I need to be entertaining. I wouldn't watch someone who I didn't find entertaining. So if I want to, you know, grow my channel and stuff, pretty soon. Try to finish this real fast. Wait. It's not like any mobs are gonna get these skeletons. The issue is gonna be sleeping. Worry. Now there's a question here. I think I know what I mean. Could potentially go like, yeah, I'll just do that. Oh, I like that. I might put that on all. It's interesting. Alright, let's hop down and see. This one, that's not on peaceful because I'm like starving to death. Let's see. See, that's pretty cool. Definitely needs a little bit more. Well, maybe not. It's not exactly the feel that I was really sort of going for, but I like it. Say the only thing better than finding what you're looking for is finding what you aren't looking for. Right. That's right. Never watched that show. The Last Airbender. You should watch it. Like your life is not complete. Watched it. And Legend of Korra. Legend of Korra is really good too. What if I do this? If instead of what I was doing, I just do this window. Yeah, I like that. Gotta get some slime blocks. At some point soon, I'm hoping to make the trek back to the land of the hobbits. And at some point soon, I'm excited about this. We are going to be actually implementing custom NPCs mod, and probably the Archimedes ships mod. Did we talk about custom NPCs? I'm sure we did, but I've learned a little bit more about it since we talked about it, and I am even more excited about it now with my newfound knowledge. And the reason for that is that I've discovered that you can do things like adjust the size of the NPCs that you make, which means that we can actually make hobbits. We have that little hobbit village that we're working on. We can actually fill it up with hobbits. We can fill them up with doors. You can do custom skins and stuff too, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to program. We might give them jobs and stuff. I don't know, but I'm like really excited to mess around with it, and we're going to be doing that soon. I just wanted a way to get a little bit of stuff here before I did it, but I don't want to build a ton of stuff and then try to do it because I don't want it to be a chore to put them all in. You know what I mean? So yeah, see how that's like that. I don't want it to be like a huge chore. Supposed to be to put them all in, basically. Like I don't want to build a huge area and then be like, okay, I gotta put in 100 NPCs and program them all. But we'll just add them as we add houses. You know, we'll have one probably for each house. We'll have a couple like of the miners, acolytes in the temple and stuff like that. And it'll be fun, and it's gonna make the city just come alive. It's gonna be awesome. Also, we need a name for this city. I know it's really nerdy, but we need one. We gotta have. We can't have good lore without names. So, if you have any thoughts, let me know. But yeah, this is gonna be so cool. I'm so excited about this. Look at this. And this that wood adds a lot to this tower. Still not thrilled with it, but I actually like it. I think it's the kind of thing that's just gonna grow on me. You know what I mean? I do. I like it. Might adjust the roof a little bit eventually. I don't know. We'll see. But so in the future, next couple episodes, we're probably going to be doing. I'll build most of this off camera, but like that will be the subject of the next couple episodes, I think. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great Saturday, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.